Yes, guys. So good evening to everyone. Yeah, full time Arsenal nil, Newcastle at the Emirates. It is a goalless draw. It's a game where very feisty game. Of course, we're going to get into it as we always do. Match reaction live. My thoughts about the game. Of course, leave your thoughts if you did watch the game as well. Your man of the match, if we can even give a man of the match today. But yeah, I don't expect this to be long because it was a 0-0 game. It wasn't the greatest game, to be honest. It was very feisty. Let's just say the least. Because at the end of the day, right, that referee, how many yellow cards did that guy? Okay, I tell you what, guys, we're gonna get all through it today. Live match reaction, do a few player ratings at the end as well, as we always do. Maybe even send the link for people to join as well. We got everyone tuning in already. We've got over 5 people in here. Big up to you lot. I'll leave a comment, leave everything down below, your thoughts about the game. We have dropped 2 points against Newcastle today in a very highly anticipated match. Going into this match as well, both teams were on very good form. And I said it in my preview, I knew it. I knew that it was going to be a draw. And I think the majority of people actually thought it's going to be a draw as well, because both teams have been on fire. Both teams have only lost one game this whole entire season, and that continues, and after this game as well. So big up to Ryan in the chat. I've already seen him always tuning in as always, my friend. Big up to Ryan Tune. Thanks for liking the stream. Do the same as Ryan, guys. Do the same as Ryan to try and get at least 15 likes for this live stream. Arsenal nil, Newcastle nil. Yeah, my thoughts about the game. Let's dive right into it, guys. So I thought the first 10 minutes we started very high-tempered, very energetic. We looked like we was going to definitely score first. And that's the first 10 minutes. We had some half chances. Now the weather conditions, obviously, the same as both teams. I'm not blaming the weather conditions, but today the weather was shit. Like the wind was like making the ball fly everywhere. So one cross can literally, play a big impact and will make it really hard for the defense. That's no excuse, guys. By the way, I'm just saying that's what I saw in the first 10 minutes. The ball's flying everywhere because of the winds, and we got a few half chances out of that first 10 minutes, and after that, Newcastle settled down. They defended well. And it was just kind of, I don't remember in that first half us really having a proper chance. Same with Newcastle, but I don't really remember us having a proper chance, right? After that first 10-minute spell, it was just Newcastle defended really well. I thought Kieran Trippier had a fantastic game against Martinelli. Martinelli's very hard to mark, and then even when Saka was on the other side, Newcastle knew him against Dan Burn. When he did get 1-on-1 with Dan Burn was never going to win. And you saw that Saka was doing him up left, right, and centre. But that's why they added 3 players. That's why they had to get they had Joe Willock to track back. That's why they had Almiron to track back. And yeah, Saka was getting about 4 players on him, and it was quite hard for him to make an impact. I actually thought he played really well, to be fair to Saka. Same with Martinelli as well. Trippier really did well against Martinelli, and I've got to say fair play to Trippier. I said in my preview, I said this guy's a very good fullback, and he knows how to defend. He knows how to whip a crossing as well. He did do that a few times, but yeah. So as I said, like first half 0-0, of course, half time, and we came out a bit lethargic in that second half towards the start. I thought Newcastle had a good spell, a good 10-minute spell, I thought. And and then obviously we picked up the tempo a little bit again. I think we dominated the game in terms of possession, but possession does not win you football matches at the end of the day. We need, we need to get the goal. And we didn't do that, and that's props to Newcastle. Newcastle defended really well. Newcastle are going to go really far this season. Again, against the Big Six, they've lost one game against the Big Six, and that was against Liverpool, and they should have never lost that. So we knew about the stats coming into this game. A point is a point, and yes, it's better than the defeat, but I wanted 3 points. I wanted the consistency of us winning to keep on going now. I do believe our best chance of getting anything out of these next 3 games was against Newcastle. Tottenham away, I can see us going away, and yeah, we need to take our chances in that one. Because we never beaten away, of course, North London Derby, and Man United at home, they're flying right now. Even my man seeing in the chat as well. Even he said they've just scored. I think they're 3-0. Rashford again. Rashford's on fire. So we're gonna go through them games later on when I end this stream. But about this game, right? The referee gave about, was it 9 yellow cards? It's just every single foul it seemed like is a yellow card. Listen, and you guys know me. The regulars on this channel, right? They know, that my thoughts on referees. I don't blame the refs at all. I just don't do it. I just think, forget about the refs. Let's focus on our own game. Play the game. But this referee, every single fucking foul is a yellow card. Oh, your books. I'm surprised there wasn't a red card. Honestly, every single foul is a yellow card, and it's a pointless fouls. The fouls are tactical as well, right? Like you should not be getting a yellow card for just barging someone over. That should not be, unless it's past the halfway line, right? And unless someone's like 1-on-1, then it's a red card. But when you're in that position, right, when there's about 5 Newcastle players in front of you, like I think I forgot what the player. I think it might have been, was it Willock? It was Odegaard and Willock, right? And he got a yellow card for a little barge. And it's the same. I'm not saying about Arsenal. It's the same for Newcastle, right? When Newcastle got fouled, it was the same for them. A yellow card was shown for them. It's just like, honestly, man, too many yellow cards. Most yellow cards I've seen in a football match. Big up Tom, my man. Hope doing well. That ref was shocking. On a fraud watch. He was, man. He was pathetic. He was pathetic. But I'm not blaming that for a draw today. Let me know, guys. Arsenal fans, would you take a draw? A 0-0 draw? Not for me. I wanted the 3 points, of course. We all wanted the 3 points. It was a very tough game, but I do think we could have beat Newcastle today. I do think if we had Eddie Nketiah, he had a very good game, Eddie Nketiah, I thought. But your job as a striker, my friend. Your job as a striker is to score goals. And he had that goal. He had that chance right towards the end, missed it. Martin had a very good header. If he scored that, we would have won the game 1-0. There's a penalty shout right at the end. I've seen it. I've seen one angle of it, I should say. And the penalty, people saying handball. I need to watch it again. But my first instinct, I was like, did it even touch his hand? I mean, it's hard to tell because the only angle I saw was it being like, to the side. So I couldn't really see it. Maybe I need to go and watch it back. But I need a full clip of that penalty incident. Because for me, I saw it. I was like, no, why are we complaining? There's no penalty. Simple as that. And at first, I didn't even think it touched his hand. So, but yeah, big up onto the ball as well. Toonami's going, yeah, big up to you onto the ball. Big up to 10 people watching as well, as always. I really appreciate the ball. Guys, we are 1 away from hitting 2.98K subscribers. That means we're 20 subs away from 3K. It can be done. But yeah, big up to 10 of you watching. Let me know your thoughts about the games today. Not just Arsenal, if you're watching around the world from a, if you're a Man United fan and you're winning or whatever. If you're Everton, I think they lost like 4-0 against Brighton. But Arsenal begging VAR at the end. It was, wasn't it? It was, mate. Oh, mate. And I don't think it was a handball either. I'll be honest, Scott. I don't think it was a handball. I just think we were trying to, trick the ref because the ref was shocking anyway, and he was giving yellow card out everywhere. So maybe he was thinking, let's trick the ref so he can give us a penalty. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Look, 0-0. Is it a good result against a good Newcastle side? As I said, I want us to win. We would have been 10 points clear of Man City. We would have been 12 points clear of Newcastle if we would have won today. So that means Man City have a chance against Chelsea. If they win Chelsea, if they beat Chelsea, then it'll be like, 5 points? If I can do maths, I can't do maths. Someone's got to work it out. I don't know, mate. It'll be like 5, 6 points. We'll be clear of them still going in. But our next game is FA Cup. After that is Tottenham away, Man United at home. These are some tough games for Arsenal. And this will be the test now. We've played one game. We've drew it. We haven't scored. 0-0. Is what it is. I wanted to win today. I didn't want to win, of course. Test ready to get Eddie in a headlock. Yeah, facts, bro. Eddie's game today, similar to what people say about Nunes. Liverpool fans are backing Nunes as a good fan. Nunes as a good fan. Do you mean good player? But his job as a striker is to score goals, so he's highly rated. He's highly hated, in my opinion. Well, that is a good point, and that is your job as a striker, isn't it? I thought what impressed me with Eddie Nketiah, right, today was he kept dropping deep, and it's the first time I've seen him really do this. He kept dropping deep. He got the ball. He's laying it off to Odegaard, and Odegaard, which created a space for Odegaard to find Saka or Martinelli. And Odegaard just loved to drive. I mean, we know how good creative and how good Odegaard is, and it allowed him to just drive forward. But man, the end product for Arsenal today just wasn't there, bro. It wasn't there, was it? Like, if we want to actually go and win this league, we have to win games like this. It's simple as that. You know, it's as simple as that. We have to do it, because you saw Man City how ruthless they were. You saw Liverpool 2 years, like last season, they lost one game the whole entire season, and they still didn't win the league. This is why we need to win games like this. It's simple as that, man. I do think we could have beat Newcastle, especially at the Emirates as well. Yeah, the last time they beat us was 2010, and that was Andy Carroll. So we had a very good record at the Emirates, and we've kept that going sort of because we haven't lost. But Newcastle were just time racing. Pep's taking notes. Oh yeah, when we play against Man City, yeah. I mean, they were time wasting, but it worked for them. I'm sure they're buzzing with that point now because they say third, even if Man United win, they've got better goal difference because they did. I mean, and I expected this because I knew it would be a high scoring game. I did say in my preview it would be a draw, and I said it would be a Desmond. I went 2-2 because I think both teams, can attack. At the same time, both teams can defend, and that showed today. I thought Ben White was absolutely superb. Ben White and Gabriel was superb today. Saliba's been a bit off. Saliba was a bit shaky today. Same was in Zinchenko. I thought Zinchenko played like, a few nice one-touch passes. There's a few times he was very sloppy, and he kept going the ball a few times. Same with Saliba. Saliba looks a bit shaky, and he's been looking a bit shaky for the past since he come back from the World Cup. But I thought Gabriel was fucking immense. I thought Gabriel was solid. I thought Ben White and Gabriel were two of our best players today, in my opinion. Simple as that. And for Newcastle, I said their best player was Kieran Trippier by far. Nunes, for context, has missed 16 big chances. Wow. Yeah, Nunes. I actually rate Nunes. Like, I'm being honest, I actually rate Nunes. I think he's a good striker. He's just not clinical enough, is he? He's not clinical. He has 16 big missed chances. That is crazy. And yes, I mean, good player, yeah. Man United have won. That game ended, was it 3-0 to Man United, yeah? So they go fourth now, and they are on the same points as Newcastle. So yeah, and then we have to play them in 2 weeks or like next week or whatever. I don't know when the game is. But yeah, as I was saying, look, yeah, so like obviously we're gonna go for player ratings and all that stuff. It was 0-0, as you lot know. The rest was a shambles. I'm not blaming that for our performance. The performance was defensively was very, very good. We played some good football in the first 10 minutes. I thought we were very dominant in possession. It's just end products, and we didn't score. And that's at the end of the day, you don't score, and then you ain't gonna win. So, and that's what happened. And it's not rocket science. We should have scored. Eddie Nketiah should have scored that chance. Martinelli should have scored that chance. Newcastle had a few chances at the end as well. Joe Linton missed an absolute sitter in the first half. Who else had it? I think was it Chris Woods, 1-on-1 the keeper, decided to turn back and try to pass it. So yeah, look, I think to be fair, it was a fair result. I've got to be honest. I've got to give credit to Newcastle. On the basis of the game, it was a fair result for both teams. 0-0 was a fair result, and yeah, we're gonna move on to a few player ratings now because, as I said, I think two players stood out for me for Arsenal. Gabriel and Ben White were the two of our best players today. I thought Saka had a very good game as he always does. But yeah, let's get around to player ratings, guys. Of course, any Arsenal fans watching, if you do disagree with me, leave your thoughts down below, leave your ratings down below. Starting off with the goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, clean sheets, but twice he had the ball at his feet and he lost it once. I remember as Joe Linton, I was like, Ramsdale, get it out quick, my friend. This is what we was not doing, guys. We was not playing the ball quick enough. We got the ball. We kept it and we kept the possession, but we need to be a lot more quicker. If we played the whole game, right, that we did in the first 10 minutes, and that was quick, fast, and energetic tempo. I know you can't keep that for the whole game, but if we played that for the majority of the game, we would have easily won that. As simple as that. That first 10 minutes was superb. All right, I was like, oh yes, we're gonna win this now. All right, I knew it, but no, I don't know what happened. I thought Newcastle got too comfortable in the end, and we just slowed down. Anyway, Ramsdale a few times was almost gave me a heart attack, but kept a clean sheet. Made a few good saves when he had to. He wasn't really that tested. I think the only biggest issue for Arsenal's defence was set pieces for Newcastle. We all know how good Kieran Trippier has in terms of when he has a free kick or when he takes a corner. There's some very good deliveries, and I thought we dealt with it really, really well. Apart from that chance when Joe Linton had in the first half, when his open goal, he missed it. So, but no, we got everyone watching. We've got over 10 people as always. Love the support. I'm one away, guys, from 2.98k subscribers. We are 20 subscribers away now from 3,000. I'm buzzing, lads. The support's been crazy. So, anyway, yeah. Ramsdale, for me, I'll give him a 7 out of 10 because he kept a clean sheet. And again, didn't have that much to do. But, yeah, 7 out of 10 from Ramsdale. Ben White is simply going to get a 9 out of 10. He was absolutely superb. Ben White has really proved me wrong, especially playing right back as well. We all thought he was predominantly a centre back. We signed him for 50 million as a centre back, but who knew he can do? He's been fucking brilliant this whole entire season. He's been superb, Ben White. He's been superb. Playing right back, Tomiyasu's fully fit, and he's not getting a game. And Tomiyasu's a baller as well, but Ben White's in there, and he's deserves to play every single game. Ben White, he's been fucking superb. 9 out of 10 today. He was up against Joe Linton. Yeah, I know people have mixed experience with Joe. I think Joe Linton's had a very good season under Eddie Howe. I'm very surprised that Newcastle did not play St. Maximin. If St. Maximin played and started, I do think he would have caused us a few more issues. But Ben White, 9 out of 10. Gabriel, 8 out of 10. Thought he was solid. Yeah, I thought he was superb, Gabriel. Didn't put a foot on today. Done what he had to do. Defended really well. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Gabriel. 9 for Ben White. 7 for Ramsdale. Saliba, I will give him a 6. Just what I saw of him today I thought he looked shaky. I thought there's a few times again he just like it wasn't like yes, maybe the World Cup's played a big part, you know, if him when he's came back, right? But there's just a few, like even against Brighton he was poor, especially for that for the second goal against Ferguson. He was poor, man. And even against West Ham there's a few times I just think he needs to find himself, you know, his form again. Then he is one of our best players, and he was one of our best players when, you know, before the World Cup started. Let's see, since he's came back, it's going to be a bit shaky for him. I do think he'll be back to normal though, very, very soon. But for me, he's going to get 6 today. Yeah, he didn't make too many. He didn't make a lot of mistakes, but he felt a bit nervous. Like you think Saliba, you think, oh yeah, he's nice and calm on the ball, right? And we saw him many seasons. He's calm. This game, he looks a bit nervous for me. Whereas Gabriel, I thought had a better game than Saliba. So yeah, 6 out of 10 for Saliba. Doesn't mean he played bad. I'm just saying like he's getting a lower ranking than Gabriel. I thought Gabriel played better. And then obviously Zinchenko. I was impressed with how we got the ball, and you know, was as a left back. I'm left back myself. I should be taking notes because you know the guy gets the ball. Is very calm on the ball. I just think when it's 0-0 and he's standing there with 10 minutes left, you've got to start attacking. You've got to speed the game up. Right? When you're 10 minutes left to go, he's standing there waiting for them to come onto us. You've got to speed it up. We've got to play quicker. But a few times in that first half, he kept giving away the ball as well. Sloppy. He's very sloppy. I'll give him a 7, actually. I will give him a 7. I thought it was a decent game for him overall. But as I said, when we've got 10 minutes left, Zinchenko, let's attack because he can go forward. I've seen him go forward very well many times. For me, he just doesn't get, you know, you got someone like Kieran Tierney, right? I'm not being biased because Tierney's I've got him back on my shirt, he's my favourite player, right? I look at Tierney, he goes forward, he always puts crosses in. Zinchenko today, he didn't really put many crosses in. I thought we should, I mean, to be fair, Newcastle defence have been solid. They've got the best defence in the league. People say, oh, Cher and Botman have no problems with dealing with that. Fair enough, right? But the wind was shocking, by the way. And I said that in the first half. Again, it's been raining, as Ty will say, from AFTV. Same with both teams. But anyway, yeah, as I said, Zinchenko 7. And then in the midfield, Granit Xhaka, I thought was immense as always. He's been superb this season. Big up Granit Xhaka. Same as Partey. I thought them two were very, very solid. I thought Bruno Guimaraes, I was surprised. I thought Bruno Guimaraes was shocking. I thought he had a shit game, Bruno Guimaraes, and I think because he got a yellow card very early on, he's slowing down a little bit. But I thought we dealt with that midfield. I thought Longstaff was average. Bruno Guimaraes was poor. I don't know who else they played in midfield. Oh, I actually thought Joe Willock was their best player. Well, one of their best players. Him and Trippier were two of their best players. Joe Willock for me was their best midfield. I thought he was really working hard defensively and trying to attack as well. And of course playing against his former club, big up Joe Willock as well. But yeah, Partey and Xhaka, solid eights for me in my opinion. I thought it was very solid in there. We did dominate in the midfield positions, that's for sure. But yeah, Odegaard's first half was superb. Second half really went hiding. I thought. I do agree with Arsenal fan reviews. I mean, that second half didn't have the greatest games, did he? I didn't see him. I didn't notice him. That's why in that second half. First half he was, phenomenal, but second half he just went a bit quiet, didn't he? That's maybe because, of course, Newcastle had a different, they came out a lot more better than they did in the first half. Newcastle, that's for sure. I think Eddie Howe really, told them to get down to actually play their football. And when they played their football, they did look very dangerous against us. But yeah, I didn't notice a lot of him in the second half. I'll still give him a 7.5 though. I still think he had a decent game. I missed this comment. I miss a few comments. I'm so disappointed with that performance. Yeah, I'm disappointed as well, man. I do think we should have got 3 points. I do think we should have got 3 points, and I just don't think we went for it. I mean, it was there for. Was it there for a taking? I'm trying to wrap my head around this because I thought, yes, we had chances. Martin had a good chance, Eddie and Nketiah, but we just struggled to break Newcastle down, and that was really good credit to Newcastle, and I can see why they've got the best defensive record in the Premier League. They know how to set up against Eddie Howe knows how to set up against a big six, that's for sure. And yeah, I understand. Even Nick Pope had an amazing game. But yeah, I'm disappointed, man. I think we should have gone for it a bit more. Your game at St James's Park on May the 6th, you need to step up your game. That 100%. Yeah, definitely. Away last season, St James's Park, we got battered by Newcastle, and we Fulham got battered, and it was 2-0 to them, and we got battered. I could see a similar. If we played the same way we did and we didn't take our chances, I could see the same thing happening when we go to May the 6th. And that game could depend on the title as well, if it's in May. Now, do you know how Newcastle, right? Beat us, and they stopped us getting Champions League football. What if they do the same thing and we lose out on the league title and we lose to them? They will become our arch rivals. Right, yeah. Anyway, who was I on? Odegaard 7.5, Partey, Xhaka both getting 8s, Saka getting 8 as well. I thought yes. I felt bad for him because he had about 3 pairs on him. But when he up against Dan Burn, ripped him apart. But then, of course, Newcastle sensed that. And then Newcastle put about 4 players on him and he had no chance. But he still played well, I thought. I'll give him an 8, Saka. Martinelli, I thought Kieran Trippier. I've never seen anyone really, play that well against Gabriel Martinelli this season. And Kieran Trippier did. And I've got to say fair play, Kieran Trippier. Martinelli has some good chances, but Kieran Trippier kept him quiet as much as he could, in my opinion. I thought Martinelli, I'll give him a 7 today. Could have scored that header. It would have been seen. It's big up White Football as well, my man. Frustrating game. Frustrating, man. Yeah, it's a frustrating game, bro. Hope doing well on White Football. Thanks for tuning in as always, bro. I don't know if you're doing a match reaction. I'll, of course, watch yours and get your thoughts on the game as well. We've got 13 people watching as well. Love to see it as always, lads. Appreciate the support. But yeah, Martinelli, I'll give him a 7 today. I thought fair play Trippier. Kept him really, really quiet. And Nketiah up front. See, it's hard because I thought he actually had a good game in Nketiah. He just didn't score, which is, of course, going to make his rating go down because your job as a striker is to score goals, my friend. And he had a good chance and he missed it. So I thought, him dropping deep, I thought, was really good because it created more space for Odegaard, and Odegaard loves the space, and we all know it. But at the end of the day, right, I'll give him a 7.5. I thought he had a good game, but didn't score and didn't take his chances. So you can't give him more than a 7.5, can you? You can give Ben White at 9 because Ben White defended absolutely superbly. I'm actually getting a big fanboy of Ben White. I actually do rate Ben White now. I'm sorry, but after that performance today, Ben White's a baller, and Ben White is living up to his price tag. Ben White's gone above his price tag, in my opinion, this season. So 50 million is worth it, and that, in the grand scheme of things, just came to a genius move from Edu. Big up Edu, and we're gonna sign Mudryk now for 70 million. See how that goes. Look, I ain't saying anything. I've said all my stuff about Mudryk. If we sign him, I'm going to back the guy and support him as always. But if it turns out to be a flop, then the blame has to go on Edu, in my opinion, and Arteta and the coach and the coaching staff. And no, not the coaching staff. I don't know who really organises transfers. It is Edu. He's a technical director. So he's an Arteta has a part to play in the transfer. So if the guy flops, the blame's on them for me for that price tag as well. But enough about that. Let's talk about the game, right? Substitutes, right? We made one. Yes, one, and that was Tomiyasu. Came on. Ben White looked absolutely knackered. He deserved. Ben White was my man of match again today. So yeah, Tomiyasu came on. I thought we didn't do anything wrong, to be honest. Came on for the last 15 minutes. Had a job to do. Did that job. Yeah, I'll give him a standard 5 because that was only. I can't believe that's the only sub we made. I mean, this is. Look at Newcastle's bench today, right? Compared to our bench. Newcastle had a better bench than Arsenal did, and that's a fact. Yeah, St. Maximin, right? I should get it up, right? Matt Ritchie, right? I mean, come on. Listen, mate. Our bench, right? Our bench, we had Tomiyasu, we had Tierney, we had Vieira. Cedric was not even on the bench there. We had this random youngster who didn't even came on in the end. Rob Holding. All right, they have St. Maximin, they have Matt Ritchie, they have Murphy. All right, like honestly, they put a few more I forgot to name as well. I'm trying to think, but mate, Newcastle's bench is probably better than Arsenal's. That just shows you that we need the squad depth. That just shows we need signings in. As much as we're flying in the league right now, we need squad depth because I noticed as well our players. When it gets about 15 minutes, we start to dry out. We start to get tired. It's normal, isn't it? It happens to every single team. Of course, you ain't going to, sustain that level of how well we played in 10 minutes for the whole entire game. It's not going to happen, is it? It happens to no team, right? I don't know what team has, like, you look at Man City. The reason why Man City have been so successful in the Premier League, right? These 5 years, because, yeah, they've got a fantastic manager, but their bench is unbelievable. They can play their bench for a fucking, Carabao Cup game and wipe the floor with a team. They can play their bench for a fucking Carabao Cup game and literally wipe the floor. That's how good Man City's squad as a whole is. All right, their squad depth is very good because they can go, right, Grealish, you're off. Mahrez, you're on. Mahrez making impact. Honestly, man, it's like, same with even like Erling Haaland. Haaland's scored about 3 goals, you're off. Julian Alvarez comes on, will get you a goal as well. That's what we need. But this is what happens if Party comes off. El Neni, yeah. If Nketiah comes off, or gets injured, or gets sent off, or whatever, who do we play as striker? This is what I'm saying, guys. It's not rocket science. We need signings in January, and yeah, Mudryk's coming in, but we need more than Mudryk. We need more than Mudryk. We spent over 500 million these past since Arteta's and Edu's been employed. We spent over 400 million, right? And so people have this myth, Cronkies don't spend money. Well, they have these past 4 years, and they will, and they have backed the manager, and they have backed Edu, and they have backed with the money. So we will go and spend money this January window. We have to do it. Mudryk is fantastic. Yeah, Mudryk. Then go and get Felix, right? Or Zaha. One of them will do, right? Or even like Ferran Torres. I don't care who it is. Go and get another one. Right. Then we need a striker. Then we need another DM. Right. And even a right back if Cedric leaves as well. Even though Ben White's been superb, Tomiyasu's there. Maybe wait till the right back until the summer then. But our main 3 positions is a midfield, like a DM, or midfielder like a Yuri Tielemans. People talking about Danilo again. Hype. I don't watch the Brazilian league, so I can't really comment. But yeah, get any of them. Get Zaha because he's Prem proven, and he can actually run at players. See, this is what I mean. If we have someone like Wilfried Zaha, and we took off Saka or Martinelli, I guarantee Zaha, right, would actually give us something different. I've seen the guy play. You know, the guy's got the flair, but I think Zaha comes into Arsenal, and when we need a game changer, will come on and change the game. I do think that, in my opinion. You know, does Mudryk do that? Who knows? Because nobody has seen Mudryk live, have they? People have seen Zaha live. If you watch Premier League and watch Crystal Palace a lot, people have seen Zaha. People have not seen Mudryk. Mudryk can come in and be worse than Reece Nelson for all we know. It's facts. He honestly can be worse than Reece Nelson, because I've not seen him. People watching this have not seen him fully, so we don't know yet. This is why it's such a risk of paying 70 million. I think it's about 75 in it. He'll be our record signing. Mudryk will be our record signing. Well, attention for the title race turns to yeah, it does. Yeah, Man City, Chelsea, big games. Chelsea, Man City, I should say, is at the bridge. Cian, do you think you've got any chance, my friend? Any chance of beating Man City? No, I genuinely think Man City, they know what's at stake. They know how far Arsenal are above them. They will be ruthless, and I can see it being a hammering, my friend. I think or maybe you're part of it. I don't know. I'm not confident with Chelsea. Even, you've been grinding. I mean, you drew Nottingham Forest, didn't you? That was pathetic. Yeah, mate, Chelsea, you got no chance, right? Man City are winning that. Hunter's going to be on fire and all that stuff. And yeah, but anyway, guys, big up for all the support as always. I don't know if we've hit. Can someone let me know if we've hit 2.78k yet? I'm just going to check now. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. Let me just check if we've hit 7.2k. Sorry, what am I on about? 2.98k. Have we hit 2.98k yet? Let me know. Be greatly appreciated. Let's have a look. Smash that button as well. I want lots of likes on this. No, we're still one off. One person needs to subscribe, man. One person just subscribe, and then we'll be good. Yeah, we need one person to subscribe. Barely any chance, but the team has to step up. Do you think Obama Blood Clot Young will step up, Cian? Will Obama Blood Clot Yan step up? Who knows, man? Who knows? Although in saying this, Potter has a history of making upsets happen. True, man. Graham Potter. Potter in. No. I know you're Potter out. I know half the fan base. This is what Chelsea are ruthless, man. Half the fan base are Potter out. You know, it's crazy. So, Man United also won 3-0 today. So they are fourth now. Yeah, they're fourth. So, yeah, look. But listen, I'll next game something away. And I'm confident. No, I'll be honest. I'm not confident for Tottenham. And even if they do lose against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, I still think it's North London derby. Form goes out the window. I'm sorry, but form goes out the window for that. But got RD12 as well. Hope you're doing well, brother. Let me know your thoughts about the game and all that stuff. I'm not going to overreact, but that Gabriel penalty was blatant. 2 hands on the shirt. The same happened with Jesus at Southampton. This is not the handball, is it? We're talking about I know what one you're on about. Yeah. It's when, was it Dan Burney pulled him down? I agree, man. Yeah, it's a clear penalty. It's a clear, but this is why, bro. This is what. Look, I ain't gonna say we were robbed, but yeah, it was a clear penalty. Like, and the refs are shocking, and we all know about the ref, but yeah, I don't know about the handball, man. Everyone's saying we was robbed about the handball. I don't know about the handball. I need to see a full clip. I need to see the full thing back. I've seen that one angle of it, and I don't know whether it touched hand or not, in my opinion. But I need to see that and give it out. I can say what. Let's search it up now, and then I'll give my actual. That's a good idea, isn't it? If I search it up now, right, and then we can see. I can't share the screen because it doesn't probably get copyrighted. But let's have a look. If we did get a blatant penalty, one sec. Is there any way? Do you think I can search on Twitter or anything? Does anyone have like a proper clip of it? Let me try Twitter. If anyone knows where I can find the clip of the penalty, like call or shout, of the handball one right at the end, then let me know, because then I can see. I can give my full inference on the penalty call. we've got ourselves a monster energy, lads. Today we're on the worst flavour I've ever tried. By the way, it tastes like apple. I don't like apple. I don't think it's 2 points dropped. It could have been a lot worse. Imagine we would have lost tonight after that dirty play from Newcastle. Yeah, man. Yeah, look, I mean, we knew it's going to be a tough game going into this. Like, Newcastle have got the best defensive record in the league. I said in my preview, I literally said it, I predicted the draw. I didn't predict the score, I said 2-2, but I predicted that we will draw because Newcastle have just been ruthless this season. So have Arsenal. So I think it's a fair result, in my opinion, for both teams. On the basis of the game as well, we didn't take our chances when we had the chances. And we didn't create enough chances, in my opinion. You know, and that credits Newcastle. Newcastle had a game plan. They executed the game plan, especially in that second half. You saw that as well. And, yeah, they did a few of their tactical fouls, you know. But, look, we move on now. We have got to create chances against Tottenham away from home. And we've got to take the chances away from home because Tottenham, guys, we all know we have not won there since 2013. So we're going to make that right. I'm buzzed for that game. It is Tottenham that we have next, isn't it? It's not Man United. It is Tottenham. No, sorry, that's wrong. We've got Oxford. We've got the mighty Oxford in the FA Cup. I do think we are going to rest and rotate for that game. I think, of course, I'll do my preview. I don't know when that game is. Is it Thursday? It can't be Thursday. It must be like on the weekend. It must be like Saturday. But yeah, let me have a look. Arsenal penalty incident. Let's go on the Twitter. Let's see what the Twitter is saying. Smash the like buttons up, guys. I will drop the link if anyone does want to come on, actually, because I've said all I've got to say about the game. Let's get some people's thoughts about the game down below. Anyone's welcome, no matter who you are, where you're from. You're all welcome. So yeah, there's a link if anyone does want to hop on and give their say. I don't care if you're a Tottenham fan, mate. I honestly don't care who you are. I just said that. So, right, let's have a look. So, yeah, Arsenal penalty incident. Obviously, you guys can't. Only I can see this because I'm not sharing my. I'm not sharing my screen. Mate, it's not even loading. It's I mean, there's pictures of it. There's no like proper clips of it, and I want a clip because pictures tell nothing. Yeah, right. Look, let's have a look then. Arsenal. I mean, all I'm seeing right is what RD12 said, and that is the Gabriel one. That's all the penalty thing I'm seeing. That is literally it. There's not another penalty I'm seeing. Right, let's search Arsenal handball and see what comes up. Here we go. Arsenal handball, Newcastle United. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh dear. Arteta saying when you cannot win or what did he say? When you cannot win, you don't lose. Mick Arteta on the draw against Newcastle. That's facts, to be fair. Big up Super Mickey. Oh fuck. I spilled more of my drink everywhere. Yeah, so some of the stats as well. We had 16 shots. I don't care about stats. Stats tell you nothing if you didn't even watch the game. The only good thing stats are for is if someone didn't watch the game and they don't really say give a full perspective. I mean, if you watch the game, you know how the game went out. Eddie Howe's apparently said that there's no race from our perspective, so he doesn't think Newcastle are in a title race. Interesting that is. I mean, they're showing pictures. Show some videos, bro. Here we go. No, that's Gabriel's one. Yeah, mate, they're honestly just showing pictures. Like, there's no actual... Why is Fabio Vieira trending? Why is Fabio Vieira trending? Can I ask? Let me see why Fabio Vieira... What has he done? He's on the bench. Why is he trending? Did he come on? Did he come on today? I didn't see him today. Botman 447. That's actually sick. Sorry, guys. I'm getting distracted by the Twitter. Anyway, yeah, look. Final roundup before I wrap it up. Disappointing because I thought we could have won, of course. But yeah, look, it's a point. I did say it'll be a point. I did say we're going to draw this game. I knew Newcastle will put up a good fight. Did they put the highlights out, Sky? Okay, you know what? what is it out on YouTube? I'm gonna check it on YouTube. Hopefully they've actually shown the handball. Because Sky just showed the fucking goals. There's no goals in this one, so let's hope they put the handball in at the end. Yes, I'm gonna check that right now, my friend. Let's go. Sky Football in it. Sky Sports Football. Here we go. Sky Sports Football. Let's have a look. They put it out. Yeah, they have. Brighton won 4-1 as well. Fulham won 1-0. Let's have a look then on YouTube.
Subject.
Oh, adverts. I don't care, mate. Adverts.
No.
Alright, let's have a look. Alright, let's go all the way to the end because that's when it happened. Oh, okay, I got it. Here we go. Let's have a look. So Zinchenko. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Oh! Hold on.
And again, the
Yeah,
referee turned those appeals down. Arteta has gone mad on the touchline. The Arsenal players.
Arteta's furious. I'm watching it right now, the replay. Let's have a look. Has it easy?
I don't think it's anything that's natural in his arm. It has to be somewhere.
Hold
They're not
on.
going to like the outcome because.
Yeah, so they've ruled it out. They obviously ruled it out on course. I'm thinking it's live. It's not live. Yeah. It's like, why is it one angle? Show the fucking 3 angles, mate. They're showing one angle of it. That's the angle I saw and I thought it was not a penalty.
Arteta's gone mad on the touchline. The Arsenal players are surrounding the referee.
I think it's a genuine attempt just to try and block. I don't think it's anything.
Nah, I don't know what to say. I'm baffed. It wasn't for me. Of course, it wasn't Stonewall. It wasn't like clear, but I did it. I thought it hit like the bottom bit, like here. I swear he tried to block it and it went like that, didn't it? To his left one. If I look closely, it hit the left hand. I don't know. I've got to see more angles of it. I'm gonna have to look at more highlights to point out in this, but yeah. Look, anyway, guys, we'll have to wait and see. Who knows? But yeah, look, big game. We've got the FA Cup. Let's try and get a nice run in the FA Cup against Oxford. We'll do a preview to that. I don't know whenever the game is to that. And then obviously we've got the big game, North London Derby. There will be a podcast on Friday. The TG podcast does return Friday. We're going to have some very special guests. Of course, my co-host Seb will be alongside me for the podcast. We're going to get some big Arsenal fans on, from a few from AFTV as well. Looking like it, we've got like Dan Potts, Lee Judges might be available as well. There's a few that will get. The channel's going big, guys. We are getting the big boys on the channel, So, yeah, and we are so close to 3K subscribers as well. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. But yeah, podcast Friday. We're gonna go through the 3 games since we come back from the World Cup. We're gonna go through the West Ham, Brighton, and the today's game, of course. And we will also preview. What will we preview? We'll preview the course of North London Derby and the Man United game as well. So yeah. Lots to look forward to on my channel as well, guys. And yeah, of course, you guys have been watching. The regulars do know my career mode as well. True Gunner FC. And my 3rd episode, that should be released by tomorrow. Yeah, that's going well so far. Sport's been really good on that. So it's great to see it. I have stopped the transfers videos for now. They will be returning, guys. Don't you worry, because they did amazingly for this channel. So they'll be returning very, very soon. But yeah. 0-0. I'm going to read through your comments. Your last few comments here, the left hands. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't leave a blueprint for teams like Brentford and Bournemouth. Oh, yeah, they're going to park the bus. Yeah, but their defense is worse than Newcastle, so I think we'll break them down in the end. No, his left arm here. Oh, I'm going to have to see it again, bro. But yeah, look, guys, everyone who's watched. 45 minutes. I'll be back on what's the day tomorrow? What is it? It's Wednesday tomorrow. I'll be back for another FIFA Career Mode video tomorrow, and also maybe a transfer video as well. And yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys, as always. If you're watching on playback as well, smash that button, and I'll see you guys again for another video very, very soon. Goodbye. Bye for now.